YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right, so today, super excited. Yes, super excited to bring this video to you guys. This line of fragrances is new for me. A lot of y'all told me that I was late when I finally got my nose on Afnan's Not Only Intense, and it's one of the best takes on a Ventus that I've ever smelled. It's all the way up to one or two, top one and two from what I've smelled after that beautiful DNA, that Creative Ventus DNA. Y'all know how much I love it. The good people over at Afnan reached out and said, hey, we want you to, take a look at this new collector's edition of the Not Only Intense Supremacy, Not Only Intense Flanker from Afnan. I said, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we got that in, and I'm here to tell y'all there's going to be some conversation of which one do people prefer. I'm not going to say which one is better. I'm going to say which one people prefer, because this stuff is really good. And of course, y'all keep in mind, I'm a fan of the Creative Ventus DNA. I'm a fan of the DNA, and this stuff is fantastic. So what are we talking about today? From the house of Afnan, I believe it's properly titled Supremacy Collector's Edition from the Not Only Intense of look at that beautiful difference in the bottle. Kind of got this smooth putty clay-like material. You got the black Afnan Supremacy badge. The small lettering Supremacy Collector's Edition is right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's in silver, kind of reflective. The cap is just like all the others. Black atomizer here. Cap snaps into place just like the others. I don't recommend holding your fragrances from the cap, but you could with this one. I don't see any issues there. Casing is a little bit different. Y'all know that original Not Only Supremacy, Not Only Intense is something to behold, but this is sleek. It's black, sleek, very nice casing. This one's open. This one opens up on the side, and the fragrance just simply sits obviously right here. It didn't come with that blanket of different things on here. The notes are inside, but very nice, sophisticated, clean presentation with this fragrance. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in. Let's go ahead and tap in. I'm gonna go ahead and get this on my hand. I've already tested this out. Super excited. I've already tested this out. So let's show y'all the atomizer, traditional atomizer. Boom, boom, boom. Puts out a great amount of juice. Golly, in there, this stuff is nuts. It's nuts. So we're gonna get a spray on my hand here. And in the air, man, you get this super duper fruity apple, pineapple bomb, and it's noticeable. Even before I looked at the notes, I said this is a quite nice blend of pineapple and apple in the beginning. So those who are thinking is this more styled after the Ventus Absolute? I'm thinking so, but it does its own thing in its own way. So just follow me here. So on my skin, God, man, beautiful crisp green apple and pineapple up top. And it's definitely leaning towards, leaning towards that Creed Absolute, Ventus Absolute DNA, which is growing on me to be considered the creme de la creme numero uno play, and more on that later. But this definitely leans there. The quality here is outstanding. That was one of the things that blew me away from the original, was the quality with that citrus opening, the oak moss, like everything involved, the birch with that fragrance is stellar. And this is no slouch, and it does exactly the same kind of quality and the same type of work that you get with the OG. This is what you get here. Noticeably different fragrances. Yes, this one and the original Not Only Intense, they are different. So take your mind to more of a more fruitier, attractive opening. The oak moss presence in here is not gonna run nobody off. I've seen some things where people just don't prefer oak moss and what it can do. I understand that. I personally love oak moss. But as this continues to develop, and I have tested this out, this is a hell of a performer. I mean, boom, performer. And you notice it. The sprays that I sprayed in the air are still lingering around. They're still lingering around. This stuff is fantastic, man. And as I continue to wear it, go out the house, come back in the house, it was still transitioning, which I really love that it was doing. So this apple and pineapple start to settle down, and then more of like this dry woodsy, the oak moss, like slightly earthy play starts to tap into the fruity natures of this fragrance. And I know people are going to ask where I got this, and like I said at the beginning of the video, the good people at Afnan sent this my way. You can check the link down below in the description, and this is very affordable. It's very affordable on the site, but you can also save 15% by using Dedrick Hicks Jr. Dedrick Hicks Jr. to save you 15%. I don't get nothing back off of that. It's not a kickback, it's for you. So 15% off if those are curious. I know some people are like, oh, another Aventus. Hey, I'm not of that party. Because anything Aventus, like, count me in. But if you're looking for the perfect formula for you, this is one to consider. This is one to consider. So let's go ahead and tap into the notes. Fruitiness still there, but there is a slight earthy touch starting to make itself present with this woodsy element that's really showing off my skin. I'm loving this stuff, man. So I'm gonna read the notes directly off of this box because they are on the inside of the casing. Okay, so Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. Up top, pineapple, bergamot, apple, white floral. Okay, in the mid, orange blossom, birch, and amber. And in the base, oak moss, musk, and ambergris. All right, so the oak moss must be giving me, and the ambergris must be giving me like this, that dry woodsy effect, because there's not a woods note in here, but the oak moss and the ambergris combined, I think, are giving me that dry woodsy, yeah, that dry woodsy nuance that's coming off of my skin. Now everything remains the same where you can wear a fragrance like this too. It's very versatile, everyday wear. I'm going to say it leans more masculine because of the earthy layers that start to arrive as this dwindles in the opening, going into the mid and to the dry down. And I'll go ahead and get into the dry down. It's a lot of oak moss and it's a lot of amber, and the ambergris really do their thing in the dry down. Very faint pineapple and apple representation as you get to the dry down. But I will say, I mean, I was 10 hours in. And this fragrance was still, you know, doing this thing off of my skin. I sprayed my clothes too. So the very next morning, you know, I smell my shirt as I put it in, you know, as I get ready to shower, shirt I wore to bed, and it's still there. Like it's still there because the day before I had on one fragrance, took a shower, had to go out later on that evening, boom, applied this fragrance. That's what I did. Came home, went to bed, got up very early next morning to shower, and it was still there. It was still there, just like the original. So if you're looking for performance, you got it. No worries. So take your mind from the original Aventus DNA, go ahead and start thinking about that absolute. This is in very good company of some of the absolute takes that I have smelled for sure. It might even be number one. It might be. I'm not ready to make that decision yet, but I am ready to tell you that it's really good for sure. So again, this is available. I just saw I got lost in the smell there. This is really something good. It's available. If you're into it, you're curious about it, I would definitely say, I don't know if they have samples. I was just about to say get a sample, but I don't know if they have samples, but it's very affordable. The quality that you get, the bottle, the quality in the bottle, the quality in the packaging, just the presentation itself is really, really good. So for what you can get it for on Afnan's website and saving the 15% off, that's a really good price. The holidays are coming up. Even if you want to gift this to dad or your brother or your uncle or your boyfriend or your husband or a good friend of yours, you want to gift this to them. This is something different. Again, the bottle is different. It's something that is going to raise an eyebrow. Somebody's going to get their hands on this and smell this and be like, wow, you really love me, don't you? Or thank you. Or, you know, there's going to be some real appreciation there because of what you're getting here. So really good, beautifully blended. I will say this, I'm very impressed of no synthetic edges here. Slight synthetic slight synthetic tinge in the opening, but it's very minimum and it goes away right away. But I can appreciate the effort here. I can appreciate the blend here, and I am going to be wearing this. I am going to be wearing this. You are going to see this as we go through fall, go through winter, ramp it back around for spring, and then go to summer. You're going to be seeing this. This stuff is really good. Rating it from all of my Aventus experiences, and I have many, this is top 5 for sure. It's top 5. It's definitely top 5. I'm gonna revamp my Aventus takes on a separate video in the future. Those who are interested in the DNA, might just be getting into FragCon, might have been here for a while, just to kind of spruce that up because I haven't done it in a while, because I've come across some really good ones, especially since the release of the Absolute. But Afnan's Supremacy Collector's Edition is really good. I'm going to give this a 8.9 out of a 10. I'm going to continue to wear it, and definitely this could go up. 8, 9 out of a 10 is what we're going with this one. Awesome. I'm glad to have it. Shout out to the good folks over at Afnan for thinking of me, considering me, and sending this my way so I can produce this content for you guys, of those who are interested. And I get it. Some people, oh, I'm tired of the Aventus DNA. I get it, but I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to those who are curious and looking for a nice take, a nice blend on a legendary DNA. And here you go. Here's another one that's really good. And if you've been here for a while, you know how much I love the DNA. And I'm telling you, this is in the top 5 that I have experienced outside of the OGs for sure. All right. So again, from the house of Afnan, we're talking Supremacy Collector's Edition. This stuff is fire. Is this an straight or an EDP? Let me see. So this is an Eau de Parfum. This is the Eau de Parfum and EDP concentration. So really good stuff. No matter what the concentration is, honestly, this stuff is fire. Great performer. More conversations on this as we go on for sure. All right. So again, from the house of Afnan, we have Supremacy Collector's Edition. This stuff is fantastic. Love the bottle. Love the fragrance. A home run hit from the good folks over at Afnan. All right. So let me know down below in the comments. Have y'all got y'all nose on this? Have you smelled it? Do you care? Do you not care? Are you intrigued? All of those things, let me know down below in the comments, because I'm a fan, obviously. All right. Again, Dedrick Hicks Jr., save 15%. Dedrick Hicks Jr., save 15%. Should be somewhere down here throughout the video, and it will be in the description. All right. So until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Y'all know what it is, baby. Splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, positive energy, positive vibes. What you put out to this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right. Peace, man. Peace. It's good. Splacker.